Welcome to ISTV News. This is Panorama giving you the news. Let's see the top stories. Narendra Modi says he is not Prime Minister but Prime Sevak in his Independence Day address. Independence Day celebrated amid unprecedented security. Students out ILP demand while CM delivers Independence Day speech. And general strike called by UG groups including CORCOM affects normal life in state. Let's see the news in detail. As India completed 67 years of its independence, Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed the nation from the Red Fort by shunning a script or a bulletproof screen between him and the audience. He had set a stage for a speech which was natural and high in emotions. He said he was not the Pradhan Mantri, Prime Minister, but the Pradhan Sevak, first servant of the nation. Addressing the nation from Red Fort, he said a 64-year-old planning commission, a vestige of socialist era, would be soon replaced with a new institution to address the current economic challenges and strengthen the federal structure. Prime Minister Narendra Modi invited the global business community to set up manufacturing facilities in India, giving the slogan, "Come Make in India." He exhorted the youth to become entrepreneurs and manufacture zero-defect goods with a view to make the country a global export hub. Prime Minister Narendra Modi further said that the first thing he thought of doing after assuming charge of his office was to launch a cleanliness drive. Pledging to work for cleanliness, he said, tourism has great potential, but what stops us is the field all around. Mahatma Gandhi believed in and respected cleanliness. On his 150th anniversary, we must pledge to work towards this goal of a cleaner India. During the course of delivering his address, the Prime Minister also announced the Sansad Aadharsh Gram Yojana. Modi announced the Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, where even the poorest of the poor would have a bank account. Under the scheme, the government would put ₹1 lakh insurance for each citizen. No farmer should commit suicide for being unable to repay debt. Prime Minister Narendra Modi declared that he would like to run the country on the basis of consensus and not on majority in parliament, and called for a 10-year moratorium on caste and communal violence. He also asked the misguided youths who have taken to terrorism and Naxalism to shed their guns and adopt the path of peace and development. Expressing serious concern over rape incidents, the Prime Minister said, "Our heads hang in shame when we hear about such incidents," and attack politicians who became psychologists by trying to analyze reasons for the crime. Apart from speaking about sexual abuse of women, Modi also spoke of the need to build toilets for women in all schools to retain them in education. Amidst unprecedented security in view of the general strike and boycott called by various insurgent outfits including CORCOM, Independence Day was celebrated at all district headquarters, sub-divisional headquarters in Manipur. No report of any untoward incident or bomb explosion was reported from anywhere. The state-level celebration was held at the ground of 1st MR with the Chief Minister unfurling the tricolors. What turned out to be a dramatic part of the state function was the shouting of slogan "We won ILP" by students who came to take part in the function. Regarding the demand of alternative arrangement by UNC, the Chief Minister Oibobi said it will be of no use. Deputy Chief Minister Gai Khangam, ministers, MLAs, high-ranking civil and police officials were present at the function held at the 1st MR ground. Chief Minister Ibobi inspected the parade and hoisted the national flag. The Chief Minister also received the salute of the march past. Various contingents of different security forces took part in the march past. Contingents of schools and colleges, NCC and Manipur State Bharat Scouts and Guides also took part in the march past. Altogether, 45 contingents took part in the march past. As part of the celebration, 9 police personnel whose names were declared for awards for meritorious service in last year's celebration were given the awards today. Those who received the awards were Maulana God, IPS, A.M. Rameshwar, MPS, Kailun, IPS, S. Gopendro, SI, S.K. Badrika, K. Sasil Kumar, Head Warden, and K.M. Nemkhoting Hauke. Addressing the last gathering, Chief Minister O. Ibobi said, independence of India was achieved through a struggle marked with perseverance and unity of the people of India against the might of the British Empire that knew no sunset. Manipur government has been taking up various developmental projects. The moment the Chief Minister spoke about development works in the state, the contingents of school and college students who came to take part in the mass pass started shouting slogan, "We won ILP." Even though the Chief Minister was visibly upset, he controlled himself and spoke about ILP and what the state government could do and could not. He said the government is acting according to the desire of the people. If it is going to be good for the state and the people, he is ready to sacrifice his life. All the 60 MLAs are ready to resign, he said, and appealed to the committee not to misguide the young students. Chief Minister Ibobi further said that, including the killing of the Ukhrul ADC chairman recently, more than 100 eminent persons and politicians have been killed so far. Having run out the ability to tolerate any more, the security force personnel were deployed at Ukhrul. If necessary, the same will be deployed in other hill districts too. What the government is doing is not to torture the people, but to protect them and their properties, the Chief Minister said. It is not known whether the alternative arrangement being demanded by the UNC is going to be a foreign rule or what. If every community starts demanding a piece of land for itself, what would become of Manipur? The question of alternative arrangement will never be possible, Chief Minister Ibobi categorically said. District Administration Imphal East also celebrated the day at District Headquarters Porompat. DC Imphal East M. Joy hoisted the national flag of India. A contingent of police gave guard of honor to the DC, Adaksha of Imphal East K. Tombi, Panchayat members, many leaders and high officials of civil and police took part in the celebration. Speaking on the occasion, DC M. Joy said, post-independence of India, a lot of change has taken place in various fields. It is high time corruption and crime were eradicated in the state. He also appealed to the people to extend cooperation, to work unitedly, sincerely and without selfishness.
Leadership quality Lewa sa legiba state sa legiba bipong kudimang na ay koi wakalo la si complaining mau koi daba ay koi si the same na helping hand when na song foraga thabag ma to matamda si wali si madi seven ni haiba wakalo da thokpiro.
Later, the Deputy Commissioner M. Joy handed over the Jivan Raksha Parak Award 2013 to Arambam Sanajaubat 12th from Takhel Mayai Lekai. The award was conferred to him by the Ministry of Home Affairs, Government of India, in recognition of his bravery in saving his sleeping uncle from the jaws of death when fire broke out suddenly last year. The award carries a citation, memento and case prize of Rs 40,000. Meanwhile, the general strike called by the different outlawed organizations of Manipur boycotting the Independence Day of India has badly affected normal life in Manipur. Vehicles stayed off the roads and all commercial establishments and markets in and around Imphal city remain closed. However, emergency services, essential services and religious rituals were relaxed during the general strike. Police took necessary measures at various places to prevent any unwanted incidents during the general strike. Now the national and international news. A CRPF Jawan was injured on Friday in an IED explosion triggered by Naxals in Shukma district of Chhattisgarh, police said. The incident occurred in Repti Tetmetla forest under Chintalnar police outpost limits when the parliamentary personnel were on an operation to cordon off the region. Sukma Superintendent of Police D. Swaran said. Pakistan Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif greeted Prime Minister Narendra Modi on India's 68th Independence Day. The former convened his greetings from all the people of Pakistan. On August 14, Narendra Modi had extended his well wishes to Pakistan on its Independence Day. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will embark on a 4-day trip to Japan from August 31st to bolster bilateral ties in key areas of civil nuclear cooperation, security, defense and trade. During his visit from August 31st to September 3, the Prime Minister will call on Emperor Akihito and hold annual summit meeting with his counterpart Shinzo Abe. Well, that's all we have for now. But before we wind up, let's have a quick look at the top stories once more. Narendra Modi says he is not Prime Minister but Prime Sevak in his Independence Day address. Independence Day celebrated amid unprecedented security. Students shout ILP demand while CM delivers Independence Day speech. And general strike called by UG groups including Corcom affects normal life in state. Thanks for watching our news, and for more updates, please stay tuned.